Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you, my students? This is your teacher Hakim Al-Sakran speaking. This is the last lesson of Unit 1. But before we begin this lesson, let's revise the whole form, meaning, and function because of its importance. So let's begin the revision for form, meaning, and function. Of course, you remember there are two words, used to and would. Used to with habits and states, and would with only habits. There are some examples here. My father used to or would jog every weekend. Why did we use to or would? Because jog is a habit, jogging. On the other hand, this restaurant used to be nice. We can't put would here because of what? Yes, because be nice is a state. The restaurant used to be nice, now it's not good. So this is a state, so I can't put would. And we also took there is and there are. There is with the singular, there are with the plural. Again, there is with the singular nouns, there are with the plural nouns. Here are some examples. There's a man in the house. There's a man in the house. There is a man in the house. The other example is, there are some messages for you. There are some messages, plural, for you. There's a man in the house, only one man, singular. There are some messages for you. Can you give me some examples of there is, there are, which means it's there, it exists? Yes, very good. And remember the contractions. There is, we can say there's. But there are, we can't say there. No, the contractions is only allowed with there is, not there are. And we took also there is, there are, singular nouns. There's a phone message for you. There are lots of unanswered emails in my inbox. Moving on to the plurals. We took two kinds of plurals, the regular nouns and the irregular nouns. And remember that the first one, we add s or we add es. When do we add es? If the noun ends with an s or ch, sh, o, or x. And the noun ends with an s otherwise. Like here, these examples, letter becomes letters, card, cards, email, emails. Where these examples, inbox, the letter X, inboxes, business, businesses, watch, watches. This is what we took the last lesson. Inbox, inboxes, or even box. If you have a box, one box. More than one box, they become boxes, businesses, and watches. And if the noun ends with a Y, if the noun ends with a Y, like here, city, company, story, we remove the Y and add what? IES. So we remove the Y here, and it becomes cities, company becomes companies, and story become stories. And the last one is, if the noun ends with an F, it becomes, or FE, or FE. The F sound, the F sound. It's important with the sound. It's because of the sound, not the writing itself, the sound, the F sound. Whether it's an F letter or an FE, it changes to VES. Here are some examples. These ones, leaf. So this is the F, we moved it and becomes leaves, wife, wives, life, lives. And there are many examples. You can say knife, knives, wolf, wolves, and so. So it's just important the pronunciation F. Then there's the note here also about the Y, as we said last lesson. If it comes after a vowel. If it comes after a vowel, like the word here, boy, what do? we just add an S. We just add an S. Like here, boy, boys, day, days, donkey, donkeys, etc. And the irregular nouns, what does it mean, irregular? Irregular, it means that you don't have any pattern. There's no specific pattern for them, whether the noun changes completely or it doesn't change at all. Here are some examples: man, men, and woman, women, child, children, tooth and teeth, foot, feet, mouse, mice. And the last ones are the ones that don't change at all. Deer becomes deer, fish becomes fish. The next lesson that we took, also the definite article the. This is very important. The first one is the definite article comes before the singular and plural nouns when we know, this is the key word, that you know what or who. When you know the man or you know the car. When you say the, it means that you know who's the man or what's the car, who does it belong to, and so. When you say we know what or who we are referring to. The example here, the children at the local school got some new computers. Or we can say the man, when your little brother comes to you and say, the man is at the door. When he says the man, you know a specific man. You're waiting for someone, maybe your friend, maybe a delivery man, you ordered some from any restaurant. When he says the man, it means a specific man. The other one is when it's something that's one of a kind, like the internet, the sun, the Masmak fortress, the Holy Quran, the earth, planet earth, the universe, the galaxy, when it's just one of a kind. Moving on to today's lesson, the project. So this is the page for today's lesson. This is a project for the National Day. Of course, this is a picture of King Salman. We have two projects here. The first one is design a greeting card for Saudi Arabia's National Day. Do you know or do you remember when is the National Day? The date for the Saudi National Day. I know that you know. Can you tell me? Yes, it's the 23rd of September. It's the 23rd of September. That's correct. Think about the events, the emotions on that day, and complete the chart with your notes. Of course, we're always looking forward to the national days. Whether it's this year, the next year, we feel joyous, we feel happy, we feel proud. We are always looking forward to celebrate, to enjoy the fireworks. So we have lots and lots of emotions before the National Day and even during the National Day. So let's move on to the chart that we're going to do now. So this is the occasion, Saudi Arabia National Day. And here are some notes we are going to fill. The first one, actions on that day. Verbs, actions. Of course, verbs means actions, things that you do on National Day. Can you give me some examples of verbs, actions that you do on National Day? Give me some. Very good. This is one. Can you give me another one? Excellent. I gave you some examples here. Celebrate the National Day. Go out and see the celebrations of all the people. Buy things. You know, all the malls, the shops, they have discounts. Buy things. Give gifts. You can buy things and give gifts to your brother, to your sister, to your parents. Cherish the memories. Of course, you'll cherish the memories if you took photos of this event. And feel proud. Feel proud, because the National Day, of course, it's a celebration of the unification of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. So this is the first one. Celebrate. This is This is the verb, celebrate. We're underlining the verbs. Go out, buy things, give gifts, cherish, and feel proud. So the next one, naming words on that day, and between two brackets, nouns. Naming words on that day, nouns. So we gave examples of the verbs that could happen in that day. Give me the nouns, the things, the nouns that you see, experience in that day. Give me two, not one. Okay, this is the first one. Give me the second one. Very good. So here we have fireworks. Fireworks. Of course, we all go out and enjoy the celebrations, and especially the fireworks. The flags. We see the Saudi flag in every place, on T-shirts, in the streets, on the cars, everywhere in this national day. Celebration. Green and white colors. Green and white colors. Of course, these are the colors of the flag of the Saudi Arabia, and there are green and white colors everywhere. Even some paint their cars, their faces, their T-shirts with the colors green and white. Crowd. Of course, every place would be crowded, so you'll see lots of crowds on the streets, in the malls. And the last one is mall, because the malls all have some sort of celebrations, discounts, so they can encourage you to come out and celebrate. The next one is describing words for that day. Describe. When you see the word describe, you know that they are adjectives. Describe. When you describe something, all you say is adjective. So give me some adjectives. Describe the words. Give me a describe for that day. Some descriptions. Okay, very good. You see crowded streets. You see crowded streets. This is an adjective. The streets are crowded. Many people, many cars on the street. Proud people. Proud, this is an adjective. Happy. Happy people. Of course, you know, you can see by yourself that in the National Day, all the people are happy, they're laughing, they're enjoying themselves with their families, with their friends. Happy people, excited people, excited. Whether during the National Day or before the National Day, because they're looking forward to it. Excited people, beautiful country. This is why the celebration occurs. We are celebrating this beautiful country. Organized policemen. Organized policemen. Of course, in the National Day, you see the policemen are trying to organize the crowd. They are organized, they are well behaved. We thank them for all their work. The last one is emotions or emotion words on that day. Think of the last National Day or the one before it. What were the emotions that you feel on that day? What did you feel, the emotions that you had on that day? Only you could tell me. Very good. So you feel proud. You feel proud. Happy. Of course, you're happy for the celebrations. Thankful. You're thankful for this country and this government, for this beautiful country. You also feel excited. We're always excited for the celebration, for the fireworks. We are always waiting and looking forward for this event. So this is the chart that all is about the National Day, the verbs, the nouns, the adjectives, and the emotions. So here are some tasks. The first one, write 2 to 3 sentences or messages about Saudi Arabia National Day using some of the ideas or some of the words that we just listed. Again, write 2 to 3 sentences or messages. We write 2 sentences or messages using some of the words that we just filled the chart with. Look at the chart now and look at some of the words and try to give me 2 or 3 sentences. And I will give you 2. Okay, this is 1. Give me another one. Excellent. So, the first one is you can say, I love the National Day and enjoy the fireworks. I love the National Day and enjoy the fireworks. I use the National Day and enjoy and fireworks. The second example is, I always feel proud and excited in the National Day. Again, I always feel proud and excited in the National Day. So these are some of the words that we just wrote in the chart, and I use them to give you 2 examples, 2 sentences that you can say about the National Day. The other task is design a card, search and find the suitable photos, pictures, or draw your own. Make sure that your photo drawing is related to your sentences. So let's design a card about the National Day, whether it's a photo or a drawing. So this is the card. This is my card, Saudi Arabia National Day, the 23rd of September. And these are some of the monuments in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, whether it's a Faisaliya Tower, Kingdom Tower, and all of the monuments that you know. So this is the card. The other task is we choose the sentence or sentences that you are going to include or write on your card. So from the words that we just wrote in the chart, let's choose a sentence and put it on the card that it can describe the card, or it will be suitable to put on a card and send it to our loved ones. So I chose this sentence: celebrate and be proud of your kingdom. Celebrate and be proud of your kingdom. So this is the card, a beautiful card, green and white colors, where are the famous monuments of Saudi Arabia. And the sentence that I chose, you can choose another sentence: celebrate and be proud of your kingdom. Moving on to the next part, or the last part of the unit, the self-reflection. The self-reflection. The self-reflection is that you give yourself a feedback about this unit. It's very important. And I want you to write it all. And I want you now to grab your pen or pencil and write a feedback to yourself. The first one, the things that you liked about Unit 1, and the things that you didn't like very much in the whole unit, whether it's the listening class, the reading, the conversation, the grammar, the form, meaning, and function, all of the lessons. What did you like and what didn't you like? The other one is the things that I found easy. What did you find it's very easy in this unit? And the things that you found not easy, difficult. The things that you found easy and the things that you found difficult in Unit 1. So this is very important. So you can know what are the things that are difficult for you, so you can manage them. The things that you liked about Unit 1, things that you didn't like very much, things that you found easy, and the things that you found difficult. So I want you to fill them up and read them carefully. The other part of the self-reflection is this chart. There's a checklist. You have to tick this mark. Whether you can say, there's a checklist. I can do this very well. I can do this quite well. I need to study and practice more. Whether you can do this very well, it's very easy for you. The other part is, I can do this quite well, so and so. And the last one is, I need to study and practice more. Maybe you find it difficult and you tell yourself, I need to study more and practice more. The first one, discuss email and letter format and etiquette. The second one, so you have to choose this one. You have to choose discuss email. Is discussing email and letter format and etiquette, is it easy for you? Is it normal so-and-so? Or is it hard for you? So only you could tell yourself. The second one, make and accept an apology, whether you make an apology or accepting an apology. Wish someone success. Make arrangements. Accept and refuse invitations. Use the construction preposition plus gerund. Use although, even though, and in spite of. Use as soon as and when. Use so, that. Use used to and would. Use there is or there are plus singular and plural nouns. Use the definition article, the definite article the. The definite article the. So these are all of the lessons that we took in Unit 1, and you have to grade yourself whether it's easy for you or maybe just quite well. You can do just quite well in this lesson, or you find it difficult and you think that you need more practice in this specific lesson. So this is giving yourself a feedback to know where you need to practice. The last one is my favorite new words. This is a vocabulary. The vocabulary. My 5 favorite new words from Unit 1. I can't give you your favorite. I don't know your favorite words, so only you can write them, whether you learn them from the reading, from the conversation, from the form, meaning, function, examples. So you write here your 5 favorite new words that you learned in this unit. Here is, if you're still not sure about something from Unit 1, there are some steps here you can do. Read through the unit again. You can read through it again just to make sure. Listen to the audio material. Study the grammar and functions from the unit again. Ask your teacher for help. If you don't know, always ask your teacher for help. I think this is quite obvious, quite helping, very helping actually, so you can know where are your weak points are. And thank you for listening. This is today's lesson, and hopefully I will see you next lesson, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.